Hi, I'm Rachel, and welcome to Do You Mindful. So this week, I'm going to be talking about mindfulness triggers. Essentially, a mindfulness trigger is something that reminds you to come back to yourself and to be mindful. And so the first kind of mindfulness trigger is a physical mindfulness trigger. So that can be something like a post-it note or a sticker or something that's like a physical reminder within your space that you look at it and it's like, oh, I need to be mindful. That's a pretty simple way to try and remind yourself of mindfulness. And if you do this, you might need to switch it up every so often because you'll probably get used to whatever that physical reminder is. The second kind of mindfulness trigger is situational, which is the kind that I employ most frequently. A situational trigger is when you designate a situation that is either stressful to you or is uncomfortable for you, or even maybe that you're neutral towards, that reminds you to be mindful. And so I think it makes the most sense to apply these to situations that make us uncomfortable. An example of a mindfulness trigger that I've employed for myself is when I'm at the dentist. Now, Silverstone Group, you guys are awesome. Love you guys. We have great conversations when I'm there, but the poking and prodding that goes on when I'm at the dentist is not comfortable. And I'm sure a lot of you agree. Before I used mindfulness triggers, I would be at the dentist and they'd be doing things in my mouth and I would tense up and I'd get so uncomfortable and I would just fixate on the fact that I was so uncomfortable and wanted to get out of there. But once I started to use mindfulness when I was in this situation, I started to take deep breaths while they were counting my teeth or whatever was going on. And I was naturally just able to release this tension that I had built up. And it sounds really simple, but it actually has helped me so much when I'm at the dentist because I'm not just focusing on how uncomfortable I am, I'm focusing on my breathing with the knowledge that I'll be out of there soon. So something else I want to talk about now is the difference between pain and suffering, because essentially an important use for mindfulness triggers is in moments of pain or discomfort. The fact of life is that there's no way to escape pain. Pain is a physical or psychological experience that all of us, no matter what, experience from time to time. Suffering results from our reaction to pain. So when we respond negatively to an uncomfortable situation or a painful situation, that is what creates suffering because we are rejecting this idea that there is pain and we are pushing it away and we are blowing it up out of proportion so that it takes over our entire psyche. When we learn to respond to pain in a less reactive way and to kind of just accept it for what it is, then it lessens the sensations of the pain that you experience and it therefore helps you to suffer less or not at all, which is the goal. Mindfulness triggers have really helped me when I experience pain to not let it become suffering. That's personally what I find the most useful about mindfulness triggers. When you are in a situation that makes you upset or uncomfortable or in pain, and you use that situation to remind you to be mindful and to be present and not to react in a way where you might create more pain for yourself, then you are facilitating your own well-being and healing. And that is such a powerful way to go about dealing with pain and discomfort. That is what I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye, guys.